Your star can either make somebody rejoice or sad. Your star can give people location where you are. Stars can be acts. Star can give direction. You can just see your name and some of them can read those palm. And if you don't know you have a star, go to places, offices where you are working and your boss there can read star. He will use your star to be excelling and they will be promoting you with big salary. You don't know that they are using what belongs to you. It is wise men that can tell you. You must know that before you were born, your star was already on this earth thousands of years before you came. So your star did not just come the day you were born. Even your soul is very old. Your soul is older than your age. This age now is 100. Your soul is billions of age old. So your soul have been existing before you came. There are people called astrologers. They study all the constellation in the heavens, the moon, the star, the sun. They study them. Then in the school of astrologers, there is a course called stargazers. Astrologers is talking about the old departments. Astrologers, there is a department in astrology called stargazers. So stargazers, they study stars, they read stars, they interpret stars. So these wise men are stargazers. They can read, understand, and interpret stars. And why a star is shining more than others. In verse 9 of Matthew 2, when they had the king, they departed, and behold, the star which they had seen in the east went before them. It can even give them direction, because in those days when there was no Google, you use star. Even witches can use star to know where you are staying. A witch that is in your village, professional witch, hierarchy witch, because in the realm of spirit there are levels. You know, there are local witches, those ones are hungry ones. In the heavenlies, the witches there, they study. That's why there are schools of witches. They hide in different places, but there are schools of witches. That place they study very well. So for a witch that is a stargazer, if you are in America, you are in Europe, you are in Spain, they can trace you from Limpopo. Once they give them the assignment, they will look for you from Limpopo and locate you where you are staying. Anywhere you are, they can read your star, find you there. Or sometimes they dim that star. Now scripturally, have been redeemed star. That's number one thing to know about stars. Scripturally, we have been redeemed as star. The Bible said in the book of Genesis 15 from verse 5, God speaking to Abraham, he said, then he brought him outside and said, look now toward heaven and count the stars, if you are able to number them. And he said to him, so shall your descendant be. Meaning your descendants shall be stars in everything they do. He confirmed it again with Isaac in Genesis 26 from verse 4, and I will make your descendant multiply as the stars of heaven. So why is among moon, sun, God is not allocating moon or sun to you, but he's allocating stars. Stars are beings. They are not non-living things. Stars have name. He said he counts the numbers of the stars. He calls them all by name. Moon don't have name. Sun don't have name. Stars have name. And there's something connecting you and stars. There's something connecting every believer, every human being on earth and stars. And one human being is banking millions of stars, because generation will come out of you. So God was trying to tell Abraham, he said, inside you are many stars. Your descendants shall be as the stars of the heaven. Meaning one human being you are seeing here is carrying more than 1 million stars inside. And when they are fighting people's stars, they don't fight individual stars, they fight generational stars. If Abraham was stopped, Isaac would be stopped, because God appeared to Abraham and told him about stars, appeared to Isaac and told him about stars. And in Joseph's dream, he said, I saw 11 stars. He saw his brothers as stars. The 12 tribes of Israel, he saw them as stars. Why will God continue to reveal to them that they are stars? Another thing you must know about stars is that angels are called stars. In Revelation 1 from verse 20, he said, the mystery of the 7 stars you saw in my right hand and the 7 golden lampstands. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches. Revelation 12:4, the Bible says, with his tail, he said, his tail drew a third of stars of heaven, 1/3, and threw them to the earth. The dragon stood before the woman who was ready to give birth. His tail drew a third. Meaning when Lucifer was leaving heaven, he spoke to other angels. Those are the angels that are called the stars of heaven. 1/3 of angels followed Lucifer. He dragged them with his tail, meaning he deceived them, and 1/3 of the angels fell with him. Many of them are regretting now because they know that they are doomed. But when he was telling them, we are going to have a kingdom that will supersede, usurp God's kingdom, they believed him. That should tell you that when Lucifer was falling, he took angels more wicked than himself. Angels are called stars. When the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy, the morning stars sang together. When God was creating the world, the angels were singing while he was creating. So angels are called stars. Isaiah 14 from verse 13, when the Bible was reading about Lucifer, it said, for you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit on the mount of the congregation on the farthest side of the north. If Lucifer himself says he will exalt himself in heaven above the stars of God, that is how on earth also he wants to exalt himself above our stars. So he uses stargazers to do this. He recruits them to monitor people's stars. Jesus called himself star. In Revelation 22 from verse 16, he said, I, Jesus, have sent my angel to testify of you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. That's what Jesus called himself. So what those wise men were reading was the bright and morning star. What gave them location was the bright and morning star. That's why they rejoice. And Jesus said, when we finish on earth here, he shall give us that same title, the morning star. He who overcomes and keep my work until the end, to him I will give power over the nations. He shall rule them with a rod of iron. They shall be dashed to pieces like the potter's vessel. As I also have received from my Father, I will give him the morning star. That's what the Bible says. As he is in heaven, so are we here on earth. Now when your star is attacked, your star begin to wander. Is it that they dim a star, or the star begin to wander looking for you? They can disconnect someone from his star. Herod asks a question: where did you see the star? Where should the star be born? Meaning everybody's star. God kept your star in the nation he wants you to be. Jude 1:13, he said, these are wandering stars. He said, raging waves of sea, foaming up their own shame. Wandering stars. Many people on earth today are moving, wandering far away from their star. So if the wicked one are after you, one thing they can do, they can change your location and change the location of your star. Deborah was writing a poem. He said, they fought from heavens. The stars from their courses fought against Israel. There are people that worship stars. In Deuteronomy 4:19, God warned. He said, and take heed lest you lift your eyes to heaven, and when you see the sun, the moon, and the stars, all the hosts of heaven, you feel driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord your God has given to all the peoples under the whole heaven as heritage. He said, don't worship stars, don't worship moon, don't worship sun. Acts of the Apostles 7:43. He said there was a time the church said, you also took up the tabernacle of Molech and the star of your god Raphan, images which you made to worship, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon. That's what God was angry with Israel, because they started worshiping stars. So they were using stars to fight, worship stars, offer sacrifices to stars. Now stars have glory. 1 Corinthians 15:41. There's one glory of the sun, another glory of the moon, another glory of the stars. Then he broke the stars more. He said, for one star differ from another star in glory. Many years ago, there was a young boy. Immediately gave birth to him. 3 herbalists from different villages gathered together to come and see their parents. And when they came, they bowed down to the baby. And the mother said, stop, why are you bowing down to a baby? They said, no, this boy will be a star. His stars are many, and he's the one that's going to fix this town. He will be on top of the world. And as the boy was growing up, he became very intelligent. In his class, he will be in grade 6 and be teaching grade 12. Questions that grade 12 cannot answer, the teachers, they will go and bring him from grade 6, and he will be explaining it to grade 12 students. And one day, they were playing in the school excitedly. They were playing soccer, and they played the ball across the fence, and they wrote on the wall of that fence that nobody should cross that fence because there's a quicksand there. And the spirits entered that one, that young boy, and he climbed that fence, jumped inside the quicksand, and that's how he died. You can be attacked because of your stars. There are some evil wise men. Some of you now, you don't know why you are going through some strange attack. It's your star. They might not be able to take it, but they will be troubling you, trying to frustrate you. In Isaiah 47 from verse 13, he said, you are wearied in the multitude of your counselors. Let now your astrologers, the stargazers, and the monthly prognosticators stand up and save you from what shall come upon you. These are people that God was angry with the children of Israel. They were depending on stargazers, depending on astrologers. These people, they are still existing. It was because Pharaoh saw the children of Israel that they were multiplying. And remember, the prophecy on them is that you will multiply like the stars. So when he saw them increasing, multiplying, he became afraid, and he was trying to kill them. In fact, the Bible says he increased their labor. But the Bible says the more he increased it, the more they increased. The more he was tormenting them, the more they were selling. And he said, let us start killing them. It's wise men that read stars. He said the sons of Issachar, they understood times and season. You know, you can be a Christian, you don't understand stars. Just as wise men found Jesus through his star, and they gave him gifts. They worship him. So meaning your destiny helper is supposed to locate you through your star.